Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about another type of graph, and that would be the bar graph. Let me show you what those look like. Right over here. So here I have the name of the graph, which is hurricane wind speeds at their highest, and then on this vertical part here I've got increments of 20 representing the speed of those storms. And then down here, I have the names of 5 different storms. This was information that I gathered from the National Weather Service. So a bar graph is useful for showing comparisons. And here I am comparing the wind speeds of 5 different hurricanes. So notice that the bar graph compares the data values through the height of each bar. Sometimes you may come across bar graphs that show the bars going horizontal. That can happen. It's not really meant to throw you off, it's just showing you that there is another way that bar graphs can be shown. Majority of them will be vertical like this. They can be horizontal, but it's not too common. Let's take a look at a couple of questions for this bar graph. Which hurricane had the lowest wind speed and which was the highest? Okay, so we have a two-part question here. We're looking for the hurricane that had the lowest wind speed and which one had the highest one. So I've got Hurricane Katrina, Irma, Andrew, Ian, and Milton. Let me bring this down just a little bit. I had the names of the storms and then the years that they made landfall. So we're looking for, again, the lowest and highest wind speed. If I look at each of these graphs, it looks like Hurricane Ian has the lowest compared to the other 4. And it looks like Hurricane Milton had the highest increment. So that will be the answer to the first question. Which hurricane had the lowest wind speed? That would be Hurricane Ian. And then which one was the highest? That was Milton. This last question here says, approximate Hurricane Andrew's wind speed. So here we're trying to find an approximated value. Let's take a look. So if we look at the middle one here, this is Hurricane Andrew. It looks like it is in between the increments of 160 and 180. So we're not looking for the exact amount, we're just told to approximate it. And it looks like it's roughly halfway between, so between 160 and 180, we can safely say that that number could be approximately 170 miles per hour. Now, a lot of the questions you may be asked for bar graphs will be this simple. Bar graphs typically are the more basic fundamental types of graphs, and can there be an instance where we have, say, a double bar graph or even a triple or maybe even more? That can happen. I'll show you in another video a double bar graph, but we'll get to that in the next video. Here we're just talking about bar graphs. We have a increment showing you wind speed here, the names of the hurricanes, and then the title, which was up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.